You know, and
That's a good point.
make no mistake about it. People that don't have good hand-eye coordination can't be a good hitter anyway. And so you got to
Blind
have
people can't hit, Danny. I use that line all the time. There's a reason why you don't see anybody in the 4 spot in the lineup blind. And we're not making fun of the handicap by any reason, but you can take all of the swing mechanics, and I think that's where we've been distinguishing. Are we teaching hitting?
Right.
And again, Danny talked about the pro batter, right? The other weapon, and I think it's a major weapon now that I understand a little bit more, is hit tracks, right? Getting that feedback immediately to people to understand where the balls are going. But as instructors, right, you might not be perfect mechanically, and look no further than the big leaguers. Those guys are freaks. They're all over the place. But what they do better than anyone else, they see the ball clearer, they see it longer, right? And their timing skills are so good. And as Danny and I are talking about, right, they're setting themselves up to be able to hit a ball, not to go straight into the ground, not to two-hop to the shortstop, but to do what? Right. We call it kick it.
Yeah.
Little backspin, get a ball into a gap or a home run. I think that's the problem that we're seeing, Danny.
Yeah, the big league hitters, you know, the guys we're talking about that can really do it, and the good high school hitters, we have them just as well as y'all do. You know, we're talking about how they get down and get into the bottom of the strike zone. I think that the big key to that, you know, when hitters are doing that, is they're trying to create the angle back here on the backside. You know, even sometime when the hitter's trying to get down there, if their hands are coming forward, that's not going to happen. So now we're on this angle trying to lift the ball, and that's where we get our young hitters in trouble. You know, and you know, not to use anything that I haven't used before, but hey, be short to the ball, and hey, hands to the ball, and knob to the ball, and all of a sudden you got a hitter like this, and we're trying to actually create this. You know, we're trying to create as much as we can back here and buy ourselves more time. Where right here we're actually losing time. We're actually gaining on a ball that's coming at us really hard. You know, 15 years ago we all thought that was the swing until we got all this video and we can see every swing that's ever taken place. And I'll talk to you a little bit about video. Everybody that teaches hitting, remember this. You look at a major league hitter, college hitter, you're trying to find something or a cue or something maybe to help you. Remember this. You can take the best hitter in the world, whoever you think that is, and they have 500 at-bats. You may only find 75 good swings in those at-bats because they were on time, they were in a good count, and they got what they wanted. Those other thousands of swings that they had in those 500 at-bats could have been in counts where they had no idea what they were getting. It could have been against a pitcher that had a really nasty slider, which nobody's going to hit anyway. And so you got to be careful on sometimes what you're looking at. And depending on, and you can't really dictate what a swing needs to look like unless you know where the location of the pitch is. Because the angles of the body are going to be different, and what you're trying to do with the pitch, which I think is the most important thing, what you're trying to do with the pitch.
And that's a great point. We'll get a video of a player, and the parent will ask, Tony, what do you think? And it'll be from the side view, so we don't even know where the ball's coming from. And you'll see a swing, or we see some not so good instructors. Hopefully they're not wearing the icicles. Yeah, you know what, they're doing this, and this. And I'll come in and say, wait a minute. Do we know the speed of that pitch? Do we know where it came from? Right? What exactly was the count mindset of that hitter? So watching somebody take a swing, yeah, you know what? Wow, he's dipping. Well, no, you dumbass. He wasn't dipping. He's got a ball bottom of the strike zone that the only way that he can hit that ball and drive it is to be there. So be very careful with the snapshot and then basing a whole instruction off of that. That becomes dangerous, Danny.
Yeah, the side view, and we have people send us videos just like y'all, just hundreds all the time. It's part of what we do. The side view, the only thing you can really tell there, and I'll tell parents, hey, did they get to a good landing position on time? You know, if it's a game video, which is what you want to look at, you know, you want to look at a T video, but you know, if you're seeing things like this happen, okay, then a lot of people are going to start teaching mechanics. They're just off time there. They're late and they're having to start their swing before they land it. And so the only thing we really care about at all from the side view is just, are they getting to the landing? Because once they're here, everything else is going to be dictated by what they see. And so if we want to really look at a video and look at a hitter trying to hit a certain pitch, we need to have a back view. You're not going to get a center field view from young players because there's not a camera out there, but we need a back view so we can see what their location of the pitch is, the height of the pitch, and more importantly than anything, was the hitter on time with that pitcher. That's probably number one. Because if you're off time, none of it's going to be right.
Good, Ollie. Let's